New York has no-fault divorce. Under this law, a divorce will happen, and your spouse can't stop it. However, issues of property, money, and children must be resolved before the divorce will be granted. History of no-fault divorce in New York, New York was the last state to adopt no-fault divorce in 2010. Previously, couples had to prove fault grounds like adultery or cruelty. This change reflected a need for a more humane approach to divorce, focusing on resolving practical issues rather than assigning blame. Exceptions exist only for severe domestic violence. A divorce in New York can be granted when a marriage has been irretrievably broken for at least 6 months. Only one spouse needs to claim this for the divorce to proceed, reducing acrimony and blame. Let's look at the requirements. To file for a no-fault divorce in New York, certain criteria must be met. Residency. At least one spouse must have lived in New York for a minimum of 2 years before filing. If married in New York or lived as a married couple in New York, only 1 year is required. Irretrievable breakdown. The marriage must be irretrievably broken for at least 6 months. Settlement of issues. All issues related to property, spousal support, child custody, and support must be resolved before finalization. The process in New York. Preparation and filing of papers. File a summons with notice or a summons and verified complaint with the county clerk's office. The court filing fee is $210 plus processing charges. Serving the papers. The plaintiff must serve the divorce papers to the defendant within 120 days of filing. Response from the defendant. The defendant has 20 days, in-state, or 30 days, out-of-state, to respond. Settlement agreement. If both parties agree on all terms, they draft a settlement agreement, which must be notarized and submitted to the court. Judgment of divorce. If all paperwork is in order and no issues remain, the judge signs a judgment of divorce, finalizing the divorce. Advantages of no-fault divorce. No-fault divorce offers several advantages. Reduced conflict. Eliminates the need to prove fault, reducing blame and hostility, which is beneficial, especially when children are involved. Simplified process. Quicker and less expensive without needing to gather evidence and prove fault. Privacy. Keeps marital issues private, unlike fault-based divorces. Focus on resolution. Emphasizes resolving practical issues like asset division and child custody. Common misconceptions about no-fault divorce. No fault means no consequences. Financial misconduct can still affect asset division or spousal support. No-fault divorce is always easy. Negotiating settlements can still be complex and contentious. No-fault divorce is quick. The process length depends on the complexity and cooperation level between spouses. In conclusion, no-fault divorce in New York simplifies ending a marriage by focusing on practical resolutions and reducing conflict. However, understanding the legal requirements and process is essential. For those considering divorce, call Port and Sava for a free 15-minute telephone consultation.